Man dwells on a world which places emphasis on the physical body and seeks to direct his attention to the chemical shell, which it considers the seat of its intelligence, yet it's only the lowest incarnation of spirit embodiment. The child of God puts on the breastplate of faith because he walks in this world which will not accept evidence of higher truths and that will attack him if he tries to raise its consciousness and the consciousness of the masses of this world. The child of God must wear, however, not the breastplate of hostility and violence, but faith. The true sons of light will always know that there is a spirit of restoration within the nature of the higher faith, which will continue the work of the overself body and shall issue forth as many garments as necessary for the accomplishment of the works of the Lord. The more that you pour out the gifts of the Spirit, the more the Spirit awakens your senses so that you do not have to sleep in the consciousness of death, which is before the rebirth of light. Paul is also drawing attention to the fact that ancient brotherhoods worked and studied at night when solar influences on the mind are diminished, permitting the light influences of the higher star illuminaries to be recognized and permitting the mind to communicate with the light of the Merkaba by creating focal geometries and using sacred mantras to modulate wave factors in the sending out of mind signals. We get a better understanding of this as Paul continues in 1 Thessalonians 5:12 and 13. Now we request you, brothers, to have regard for those who are working hard among you and presiding over you in the Lord and admonishing you to give them more than extraordinary consideration and love because of their work. Paul is saying this of those who are working hard with their creative energies, with their light energies, for the epistle is addressing to believers who are already sons of light. There are sons of light who are sons of light of only one consciousness faith. There are sons of light who are sons of light of on all planes of consciousness, who are workers. He is saying that those who work the work of salvation are doing the greater work because they are actually focusing all of their energy on the Yom Or, the cycle of the light of this day, into the consciousness dimensions where man truly feel it. Paul is speaking of the ability to bring this light energy to the 12 emanations of light within the physical vehicle. We are told then mathematically within the astronomy of the Zohar that the brothers are to work collectively as the brothers, that no man is to work independently of his source of energy, and that his source of energy will only work if he has the breastplate of faith and the helmet of hope. He must have all of these sensory conditions fulfilled, which open his physical force fields or chakra centers for the Christ body to indwell. Paul is writing this because there are brethren who are temporal children of light and receive only certain emanations of light by belief, yet stop evolving at that particular point. He tells them that the channel of light that is working through the helmet and the breastplate is continual. This is the focus for the language of the and Thummim. All of the energy charges which come in through your heart chakra must be in league with your Kether fire of faith. It is only when you use this fiery Kether of the physical body that you understand that the body is a machine which works continually with light inputs as a chemical counterpart to our sun system. You have to understand this in the greater context of keeping that higher light system coming to you, lest it simply become an intellectual or mental resonance rather than a complete transfiguration of all chakras. With this in mind, then, we can understand 1 Thessalonians 5:14 to 23. On the other hand, we exhort you, brothers, admonish the disorderly, speak consolingly to the depressed souls, support the weak, be long-suffering toward all. See that no one renders injury for injury to anyone else, but always pursue what is good toward one another and to all others. Always be rejoicing, pray unceasingly, in connection with everything give thanks. For this is the will of God in union with the Christos respecting you. Do not put out the fire of the Spirit. Do not treat prophesying with contempt. Make sure of all things. Hold fast to what is fine. Abstain from every form of wickedness. May the very God of peace sanctify you completely. This is the God force of peace. This is not the political peace or the peace of the world. It is the peace that passes all human understanding. It is the peace of knowing there is no such thing as death, that you are a part of a great overself of light. Out of that greater overself, all the chemical cells are redefined, remodulated, and reprojected depending upon the assignment of the higher mind, of the higher level of creation involved with your level of vibratory creation on the molecular level. It is the peace of knowing that you are a co-participant and co-citizen in many universes. Paul said, you have a peace in knowing that you are a son of the light. You will go into many kingdoms of light, and you will not remain in this kingdom of darkness. Only then can you be as light unto the nations of the world, as a channel of light unto the people, in the same way that channels are within you from the higher peoplehoods of light. 1 Thessalonians then continues with 5:23 to 28. May the very God of peace sanctify you completely and sound in every respect. May the spirit and the soul and the body of you be preserved in a blameless manner at the presence of the Lord Jesus Christ, who came and is calling you, is faithful. And he will also do it. Brothers, continue in prayer for us. Greet all the brothers with a holy kiss. I am putting you under the solemn obligation of the Lord for this letter to be read to all the brothers, the undeserved kindness of the Lord Jesus Christ be with you.